Call me Little Bo Beep, I'm out here shining. For the lost sheep, I'm out here grinding. I ain't talking cheese, I'm out here mining. Looking for diamonds, kingdom business, I'm mining. Trying to wake you up from the lullaby rhyming. Devil can't touch this heat, pantomiming. He is a liar, so said the lion Judah. Shelter in my protector, running to him, be faster than a puma. Holy is a wave, repping the ancient of days. Christ is the big kahuna. Got good news, I'ma give it to you. Giving out praise to the Most High. Got the victory, no night. Seeing ain't popping like an old Sprite. Good news, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, got the victory, no night. Seeing ain't popping like an old Sprite. You are my everything. Yeah, get down. You keep my soul from the flame. You even know my name. Yeah. You will reign. Breaking news. Get down. We got you. Yeah. Hallelujah. Talk to 'em. Yeah. Baptism. Jumping out the water like free willing. Rolling with Christ, no free willing. You feel listening, you roll different. Ooh, son of man. Ain't like us, you move different. They don't like us, we move with them. No Oscars, we act different. Got good news, I'ma give it to you. Giving out praise to the Most High. Got the victory, no night. Seeing ain't popping like an old Sprite. Good news, I'ma give it to you. Got the victory, no night. Seeing ain't popping like an old Sprite. You are my everything. Yeah, get down. You keep my soul from the flame. You even know my name. Yeah. You will reign. Hallelujah. Breaking news. Get down. We got you. Yeah. Hallelujah. Talk to 'em. Yeah.
Time is running out, it's almost over. Well, try waking up, we taking over. I esteem above myself, my brothers. And I love the way my sisters shine, they them daughters. We here now, all esteem to the Most High. It's our time, put your garment on for the showdown. Repent now, ain't no salvation from the ZCs. The kingdom is here, and it's all up in your mouth.
You are my everything.
You're my everything.
You keep my soul from the flame. You even know my
Change coming fast, days running past. We maze runners ablaze and stay numbered last. The pain that we display, you can't understand. That's why we move with the faith of David Abraham. We tryna pace where the apes be. Keys like HP, curses live at HD. Women chasing clout and brothers changing their faces. Screaming, oh God, send your son to save us.
So tired of all the pain. See all my people in it. Cause living day to day is hard to face. But know that on that day you can release them chains. So give him all the praise and change. Change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing in the scripts that change gon' come. Change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing in the scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing in the scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing in the scripts that change gon' come. Yeah, it's time for a change to come to my people. Cause Lord knows that we ain't treated equal. 400 years of the same old ish. Rape, rob, kill and spoil, getting off the shit. Now check it, can barely wait for that day to come. Getting ready for that war, time to beat the drum. And to the ones trying to hold me back with bent up faces, just call me Master Eddie, trading places.
Change gon' come, and it's coming fast. I know change gon' come, cause this world won't last. I know it's so much hurt, and it's so much pain. But when them cherries come, just know the world gon' change. While my people cry, cause they tired of lies. That's why we face the east, pray to your how it shine. Cause change gon' come, prophecy says that change gon' come. Yeah.
So tired of all the pain. See all my people in it. Cause living day to day is hard to face. But know that on that day you can release them chains. So give him all the praise and change. Change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing in the scripts that change gon' come. Change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing in the scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing in the scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing in the scripts that change gon' come.
Look, we've been trying to get up out of this, but we've been too busy worshiping some nonsense. Jesus. We want change that happen real quick, but we are stiff-necked people and we don't give a All women all up on Instagram, shaking and twerking their ass like they don't give a damn. And if we really want change, we gotta open our book and be baptized again. We gotta change.
So tired of all the pain. See all my people in it. Cause living day to day is hard to face. But know that on that day you can release them chains. So give him all the praise and change. Change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing in the scripts that change gon' come. Change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing in the scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing in the scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing in the scripts that change gon' come. Change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing in the scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing in the scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing in the scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing in the scripts that change gon' come.
Change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come. Writing scripts that change gon' come. That change gon' come. That change gon' come. That change gon' come. Jerusalem, Israel, a holy land where the saints dwell.
Hebrew Biz. Going back.
Yeah.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Kingdom come, thy will be done. Jerusalem, Jerusalem.
going back to Jerusalem, Jerusalem. Ayy, we going back to Jerusalem. Eat this scroll, shelter thy neighbor and marrow thy bones. You never heard life on the likes of a song, telling what's right in the sight of the throne. No sin is condoned, for we hated knowledge, heart turning to stone. This for the courageous, he told us be strong. He coming quickly, this ain't gonna be long. We're going with him, yeah, we going home. New Jerusalem, read good fruit songs. The water, I can't shalom. Dogs cast out all the heathen. Dogs brought the vine out of Egypt. Blessed be the man that read it. Little Mashiach, our Redeemer. Lord, have mercy on our people. Floating on the wings of an eagle. For every lie and unbeliever. No fairy tales, nor dreamers. Heaven on earth is a kingdom. We just gotta have hope. They defiled the food and the soap. Angels round about me, cloak. Just sheep in the world full of goats. Armand Jordan, yeah, they sound foreign, but those Abigail already knowing. Living water flowing, got your lights on, keep the fight going. No stripe, corrupt fruits growing, no famine. I ain't talking food shorts. Ever since Egypt, baby's been aborted. No marriages, baby mamas and baby daddies. Living life like they never had it. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Kingdom come, thy will be done. Jerusalem, Jerusalem. Like Nazareth, we from the slum. No ET, but we going home. We going home. We going back to Jerusalem, Jerusalem. Ayy, we going back to Jerusalem.
Jerusalem, Jerusalem. Deuteronomy 16. Let me tell you what that means. How about a place full of love and grace where we dance around and rejoice? Cause we hear Yahweh's voice. Everything shines like gold and grows 10 times fold. Where servants march, you hear angels' harps, and the wicked do what they told, and the prophecies unfold. Where milk and honey flows and melanin shines like gold. No sin exists in sight. The way, the truth, and the light. Where emotions don't exist. No protesting, raising black fists, and crying over families we miss. The valley of the dry bones. The chosen children of God. Raise up Hamashiach.
No more ghetto. No more slums. Cause we going home. When chariots fly and our ancestors rise, and we stand in front of the Most High, we know we home.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Kingdom come, thy will be done. Jerusalem, Jerusalem. Like Nazareth, we from the slum. Jerusalem, Jerusalem. No ET, but we going home. We going home. We going back to Jerusalem, Jerusalem. Ayy, we going back to Jerusalem.
Jerusalem, Jerusalem.
My water straight from the throne. We built the altar with the unhewn stones. Roam through the city, all we see it is these bones. So my face like flint till I wake a couple souls. A prophet hated by his own, so the father sent his son to bring the tribes of Jacob home. Jumping through these traps cause they trying to see us gone, but we walking through the fire just like Daniel and his bros. From every sheep to her zone, we stay inside the book because the book is all we own. Heritage and you better hold it on. We like David fighting giants with no armor and a stone. We face east cause a car home. We face east just to call home. We can't sleep till we all home. We won't rest till they all gone. So I guess that we be calling out they all bones. Bless the seed, invest the deep in the laws of our God. Niggas Elohim, Shema, Warapah, all the side the king. Barakataya, Hawa, and Mashad Nagin. Bless the seed, invest the deep in the laws of our God. Niggas Elohim, Shema, Warapah, all the side the king. Barakataya, Hawa, and Mashad Nagin. From Bereshit to the books in Greek, the dragon took the sheep. Man, the book complete. The father looked for peace, but we shook the beast. Now we up until our power put the hook to cheek. Shema, Yasha Allah, Abanawa, Yahweh, Ahad. He the tower till he give us the power of God. Though in the tower you will never devour a tribe. The Lord despised all you devils, your hours arrive. Blessed is he that kept the peace, never forgot the poor, and he kept the feast. I'm trying to dodge destruction, they can't stop the sea. Barakatah Yahweh and Mashat Nagi. Blessed is he that kept the peace, never forgot the poor, and he kept the feast. Trying to dodge destruction, they can't stop the sea. Barakatah Yahweh and Mashat Nagi.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Ashar Shabbat, shalom, man. I still got to get my mute button together, get right over here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shalom, shalom. More praise to the Most High. Hey, welcome to everybody in the chat, everybody who's listening, man. Ashar Shabbat, man. It's the Sabbath. This is Sabbath morning brew. I'm your brother Aharon, the Israelite. Who else we got up here with me?
Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Boaz.
Shalom, shalom, your brother Yaquab.
All praise to the Most High, man. Like I said, this is Sabbath morning brew. We come up here once again every week, man, to help you refresh your spirit, man, to stay in the spirit. You know, it's a Sabbath day. You know, we got to give all honor and praise and glory to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahushai, always and forever. You know, this is Sabbath. We got to get in the spirit. You know, we got to deal with one another as brothers and as sisters, help each other out. You know, get into some scriptures, man, and do it together. Move in the spirit, man. So this is what we're doing this morning. I got a precept that I got that I want brothers to bring out for me. Grab me Jeremiah 29:11. Baba Cashapp. I know I'm jumping right into it. We got a lot to talk about today, but this is just a precept that's on my spirit, and I got hit with another precept this morning that I'm gonna bring also to add to that. Psalms 30:5. So the other brother grabbed me Psalms 30:5. Let me get that in Jeremiah. Jeremiah 29:11. Y'all both on mute. Let's get to it. Acknowledge everybody in a second. The spirit is just moving in this direction this morning. We're gonna move by the spirit. Let me grab the scripture real quick, y'all.
Hey, these brothers slow on the soil, bro.
Yeah, man. What's going on? Y'all still got your mics muted. Let's go. Jeremiah 29:11. I'll read it myself if I got to.
Kind. Nah.
Hey, come on, brother. I need some energy, man.
I grabbed 30:5 because I thought the brother had it, but I got you. This is Jeremiah chapter 29.
But still, I need that Boaz, man. I need that Shalom, man. I need that, man. Don't come with that. Don't come with that con energy this morning. It's a Sabbath morning, man. I know how we do Sabbath morning brew, man. Bring that energy, man. Come on, let's get it, man.
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord.
So the Most High has thoughts towards you, man. He has thoughts towards you. The Most High has these thoughts. Go ahead.
Thoughts of peace and not of evil.
Yo, whatever it is that you're going through in your life, the Most High has thoughts for peace for you. He has thoughts for peace for your life. That's less stress, less aggravation, less fighting, less battling with bills, less battling with sicknesses. Yo, all these things that's confronting you, the Most High wants peace. He wants those turbulent waters to be still. But you got to want that too. And wanting that, you got to want the Most High. Go ahead, read.
Kind. To give you an expected end.
To give you an expected end. That end is to be above all people. That end is to be his chosen. That end is to be acknowledged as his children. Give me that Psalms 30 and 5. I see the other brother dropped off.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 30, verse 5. For his anger endures but a moment.
Right there, slock it for a second. His anger endured for a moment. Yo, listen, sometimes you going through so much aggravation in your life, you feel like the Most High is mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, man, you're going through so much, it kind of feels like, man, what did I do to deserve this? And you could have drove him to anger. But read it again.
God, for his anger endureth but a moment. In his favor is life.
Is what?
In his favor is life.
In his favor is life. How do you gain the Most High's favor? By keeping the commandments. How do you gain life? By keeping the commandments, man. God. So in the Most High's favor is life. Following after his ways is life. That is the way that you're going to get out of your medical situation, your stress situation, the hard situation that you're going through with your bills or with your children or with your husband or with your wife. Whatever it is that's going through, man. You know what I'm saying? They'll read it again from the top, Salakia.
Kind. For his anger endureth but a moment. In his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning.
Yo, always remember that, man. Your tears are only for a night. They're only for a season. They're only for a season. There's joy on the other side of them tears, man. It's happiness. It's laughter. You know what I'm saying? It's understanding on the other side of them tears, man. Yo, man, when the world is full of confusion and everything is upside down, the end of all of that is peace. It's joy. It's understanding. It's life ever after. This is the vision for us, for our people. This is the vision for the Most High has for our lives, man. So listen, man, listen. Sometimes you fall down, but get back up. Get back up. Sometimes, listen. And on the real, I'm teaching myself right now because I've been struggling. So sometimes you fall down, man. Get back up. Go ahead, Boaz.
God, just throw in there just a classic scripture out of wine. Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. This was the key that I was going into, verse 4. It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
Yeah,
we got to be patient when we change into a low estate. We got to endure when we're changed into a low estate. We have to keep our eyes on the Most High when we're changed into a low estate. When you think about Job and the situation that he was going through, he never took his eyes off the Most High.
That's right. Yo, that's a great point. And we also have to understand that Satan came to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? When he called him. And what did the Most High say? What about my servant Job? What about my servant Boaz? What about my servant Judah? What about my servant Vicky or Abaya or Aharon or whoever else is in the chat right now? What about my servant? You know what I'm saying? What about them? You know what I'm saying? And the devil like, yo, listen, allow me to touch him up a little bit. Allow me to, you know what I'm saying? Do something to him. He gonna curse you. But nah, man, we standing bold. We still standing bold. We still standing tall in the midst of whatever it is that we going through, man. Yo, do me a favor. Go ahead. Go back to Jeremiah 29. I want some more on that. But go ahead, Judah.
Yeah, con.
You want verse 12?
Hey, Shalom too, bro. Bring that energy.
Yeah, brother said he needed some energy, man. I said I'm gonna get on this thing, man.
Yeah, man.
All right. Man. Somebody give me 1 Peter, because this is a good class, man. I need precepts for this class. Let me get 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 12.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 12.
Read that strong. Read it strong.
Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you.
Hey, all these trials that hit us, bills, rib acting crazy, sicknesses in the body. You know what I'm saying? Brothers acting retarded. All of these different things, these are fiery trials, but these ain't nothing that's common. You know, that's like uncommon. Like this ain't nothing that like just out of the blue, like nobody had to deal with this ever in life, right? So it says, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you. Go ahead.
But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Christ's sufferings.
Read that again.
Klein. It says, but rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Christ's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
Because when his glory is revealed, this is when we're going to be saved up out of this thing. The sicknesses, the bills, the going to damn slavery, all of that's going to be over. When the Most High Son is lifted up, we're going to be lifted up out of this BS right with him. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to get that precept, Princess Abigail. Keep going, Boaz.
God, if ye be reproached for the name of Christ, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of Yahweh resteth upon you. On their part, he is evil spoken of, but on your part, he is glorified.
And that's let me back in off of Boaz last precept. Whatever's brought upon you, take it cheerfully. When you come to serve the Lord, it ain't just gonna be man that's gonna come against you, yo. It ain't just gonna be them. It's gonna be man, and it's gonna be the spiritual demon Satan. It's gonna be all of them.
Talk about it. Bring it out.
It's gonna be all of them. They all gonna come after you. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be hit from every side. The Satan gonna put something on your rib to get you. Your kids gonna start acting up. Your bills gonna be crazy. The economy is supposed to be getting better, but your bills are still looking crazy. Your check looking small. You getting cut off on the hours at the job. Somebody don't got sick. Problems in your family. All of these things is gonna hit you at once, and we supposed to take it cheerfully. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of.
Because hey, on his part, on the world's part, God is evil spoken of.
Right.
We in and I'm gonna be quick. We in a society right now. He brings this out all the time, right? We in a society right now where transvestites can read to your children.
They're crazy.
They can read the ABCs to your children.
Kind.
Right? I seen a video the other day where somebody said, you know, when you call me outside of my pronouns, you know, we don't need you to advocate for how hard it is to remember people's pronouns. We don't need you to advocate for that. We know it's not easy, but get it right.
How are they called? How is somebody called a they or a them?
That's what I'm saying.
If I got legion in me, I got demons in me. That's why I call it a they or a them.
Yeah, that's what that is. They got multiple personalities. You know what I'm saying? That's called schizophrenia.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But hey, we don't need you to advocate for if our pronouns are hard to remember. They are hard to remember. Now remember it. What? We live in this type of society. So on their part, God is evil spoken of, but on our part, he's supposed to be lifted up, even through the trials where we can use Job as an example, like Aharon was just bringing out. You know what I'm saying? None of these things that's come to tempt us, I'm just paraphrasing. None of these things that's come to tempt us is uncommon to man, bro.
So
you know what I'm saying? I yield on that. Go ahead.
Hey, Adawan. The funny thing is, I was going to say, I have a hard time dealing with people's names at times. You think I'm going to be focused on trying to keep up with the pronouns?
I don't give a damn about your pronouns. Like,
hey,
you can say you're a damn dog. I don't give a damn.
Right. I got a precept to follow up on Judah's verse he just brought out. In 1 Corinthians 10 and 13, it says, there have no temptation taken you, but such as in common to man. But Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. So the Most High ain't going to put nothing on you that you can't even handle.
That's right. You got to believe that, though.
God.
Let me get real quick Matthew 6 and 33 real quick, and let me get Ephesians 6 and 12.
After you get Ephesians, can we do a quick commercial break?
Hey, we need to. I wanted to go. We didn't even start the lesson, yo. This is a pre-lesson.
Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
We still got to acknowledge our families in the chat. We got to, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man. I was moving a little late this morning. I can't even front, but this is the spirit of this morning right now, and that's how we gonna move in it for a little bit.
Come.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
So that should be your very first goal of vision. You know what I'm saying? I like to talk about visions, man. The vision for our people is to make it to the kingdom. The vision for the Most High, the thoughts that he have, that's the vision that he has for us, is to make it to the kingdom, man. The scripture says, seek ye first the kingdom. That should be the first, that should be the very most important thing. Stop worrying about everything else, man. You can't add 1 cubit to your height, to your measure. You can't do it, man. I can't grow no more. I'm stuck at my height now. Unless I buy some lifts or something. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? You can't add nothing to your height, man. You can't continue to mold yourself like the Most High can. Because he's the potter and you're the clay. So seek ye first the kingdom of God and allow the Most High to add to you. Allow the Most High to continue to mold you and form you into what he wants you to be, the vision that he has for your life. Stop worrying about all these other things, man. They're gonna come. They're gonna happen. We're gonna struggle. We're gonna get depressed. We're gonna get aggravated. I'm gonna get angry. I don't know how many times a day or a week. But you know what I'm saying? But I gotta keep pushing forward. I gotta continue to do this work. I gotta continue to be in this faith and believe in the Most High. That is gonna be a better day. You know what I'm saying? So whoever going through those type of things, man, just remember the Most High has a better day for you. Dang, I did want to go into this, but now let's go to commercial break and then we'll hit the lesson.
All right, for sure. Hey.
And that's the precept right there too, Proverbs 29:18, where there is no vision that people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Not only happy is he, but he that has life.
That's right. Hey, man. Well, hey, once again, shalom. You already know what it is, man. You know what I say when I get on here. You know what it is, man. Like the video when you enter the building, Bible Cashapp. Make sure you hit that bell. All right, hit that subscribe button. You know,
like one of them DJ horns. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we about to get it, bro. We about to have all the sounds. Watch. You know what I'm saying? But you got to like the video when you enter the building, hit the bell, so you can get all the notifications. When you hit the bell, hit all. So every time we do something, you get a notification. You already know what it is. But hey, most importantly, Passover 2023, man. Passover 2023. I want y'all to see my face when I say this. Make sure you in the building, man. Make sure you in the building. Atlanta, Georgia. All right, April 3rd, 2023. We're going to have a whole weekend. It's going to be nice. We want you. We want your families in the building. We want to meet y'all. All the people that y'all, you know, y'all be on the lives all the time, and we don't know y'all. We ain't never seen y'all in person. We want to see y'all in the building, man. We want to see y'all in the building. So what you got to do is send us an RSVP, right? Send us an email. I want to come, or me and my family. We're going to send you a link. When you get that link, you just fill it out. You can tell us how many people's coming with you, who you are, whatever, so we can get you on the seating chart, man. You got to be in the building for Passover 2023. All right. The colors are royal blue and gold for Passover this year. Royal blue and gold. We're gonna be in there looking nice. I know the flyer is brown and cream, but royal blue and gold is the colors for Passover. All right, Sister Yael says she's in there. Send me an email right now. AnointedHOS@gmail.com. I'm gonna hit you back in 20 seconds tops with the link. All right, Passover 2023. This is our first Passover as a camp, man. This is our first major feast day as a camp, and it's on Passover. That's beautiful. So y'all got to come in the building, bring your wives, bring your children, bring your grandchildren, bring your cousin them, bring the crackhead that's on the corner. He got to come in too, but he got to get cleaned up before he come in Passover. All right, bring all of them. They got to come in the building. All right, Passover 2023, April 3rd. All right, so send us an email, AnointedHOS@gmail.com. All right, today's the last day to send an email for prospecting because we will be starting tomorrow. So that's that. You want me to go ahead and shout people out, Aharon?
Now we get through. I get through. We can do it together, man.
I'll click you.
The first one in the building. The first one in the building. Much flowers to my sister, the preset packet, Shania. Hey, the water sis, man, being the first in the building. We appreciate.
I don't think she's a preset packet, yo. I don't think she's a preset packet.
Yo, that's my name for her, man. Don't try to take that from her, man.
I think she's more like a precept sticky note, or you know, a precept
sticky
like
note.
You know, index card or something. You know, I don't know about a packet.
That's the sis, man. She got all the precepts, man. And I appreciate when she bring them out. Hey, man, as once again, Joanne Gilchrist, one of the first sisters. If she's not the first, she's always early, and we always appreciate you, sis. I like to give them acknowledgments, man, because the sisters always looking out. Ariella's, am I saying your name right? Salakia, if I'm saying it wrong. Journey, Shalom.
Ariella out of North Carolina, Shalom, sis.
Kadah Aharon, that's my brother, Shalom. Kadash, Shalom, all right? This is the brother Yahawada out of Cali. What's going on, bro? Shalom. Yakana, Shalom, Shalom. Brother Aaron or Aharon, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. Kasadia ben Yahawada, Shalom. Who's that? Sister El Issachar. All praises to the Most High for you and your family. Hope there's peace in your household. Brother James Collier, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. That's my family right there. From the house of James, always supporting. We appreciate you and your wife, man. We appreciate y'all support. The brother Nayam, man, what's going on, bro? Shalom, Shalom. Carla, Shalom. Carla Taylor, Shalom. All praise to the Most High. Sister TT, not to Zah. Shalom, sis. I love you, sis. All praises to the Most High for you and your family also. Hey, brother Malak, Yawasop, what's good, bro? Shah Shabbat, man. Appreciate your support, bro. And Araya, Shalom, Shalom. Kana, Shalom, Shalom. Who had DTA Twan in the building? Nadab in the building. What's going on, bro? Yawasop, Soldier Yawasop. What's up, bro? Sister Yael in the building. Good morning, sis. Shar Shabbat, Shalom. How you say that name?
Shemaya.
Oh, that's Shemaya? Oh, Shemaya. Yep. I was looking at Arpashad. Shemaya, bro. Shemaya, what's going on, bro? Shar Shabbat. We just said what's up to Yael, but Shalom to you again, Yael. Maya Brooks, what's going on? Abaya, Princess Abaya. Why he want to skip right over your name? I don't know. But Shalom, Shalom, Princess.
Stop it.
Kazakia, Shalom, Shalom. Who else we got? We got him already, Aaron.
We talked to Sister Kana already. All right.
Oh, Vicky Conley. Shalom, Shalom, sis. I remember Sister used to support us a lot, man. Shalom.
Come. I think we this other Abaya.
Hey, Shalom, Abaya. Shalom. Ryan, Shalom, Ryan. See you up in there. Shalom. Hey, that new song, I like that song too that y'all dropped that you was on, Abaya. That was dope. I like that. I appreciate the work y'all been doing, man. Y'all gotta come to Captain Hook though. Stop playing. I got all the hooks over here. Who else said? Oh yeah, they go all Shalom, Shar Shabbat, Shalom. He up in the building.
Hey, Sister Lahama, he just skipped you. Shalom, sis.
Shalom, sis. Salakia.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that. Precept princess. That's what she said. Precept princess. Instead of the packet, a sticky note. That's kind of smooth. I like that. So Shania, man, if you like that name, man, Precept princess, I like that.
Precept cool. Sticky note. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it.
I think that's everybody, man.
Yeah,
we got Boaz up here ready. We got Yaquab, man. Hey, all praises. Hey, you wanted to do something else?
Nah, that was it. I just wanted to holler at them about Passover, man. Yeah. I'm serious, yo. Go ahead and send them emails, because if you don't, we ain't gonna know you coming. You gotta send them up. I just got one. Ooh. Yeah, this question, Sister Carla, I just got your question. I'm wondering the same thing. Oh, we ain't skip you. We ain't about to skip you.
Yeah, I just was reading that too. You said
I go by yes. Oh, that's a nice name. I like that. I go by yes.
Oh, right, that's different.
I go by yes. It's words.
I go by yes. Okay, that's different.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Shalom, sister.
Shalom, Shabbat.
And Sister Carla, shoot, I gotta find somebody too. So listen, if you can make garments or where we can get garments and stuff like that, send me an email as well, because I need that too, especially if they come in what I call real nigga sizes.
Oh man, this brother right here, he do need some real sizes. I do too though. I ain't a little guy. We not little brothers, man. So you know what I'm saying, and people who can cook, clean. You know what I'm saying, who can cook.
Sister Yael, send me an email again. I never, I didn't get it. I'll send you the link right now. Send me an email. I'll send you the link right now. Dang, I had to say something, Aharon. And I forgot. What was the last thing you were just saying?
I was just talking about cooking, helping cooking or with food and stuff.
Yeah, we got a whole list of sisters that have volunteered to cook, you know what I'm saying, decorate, do whatever. So anything that you can bring forth to the body to put your brick in to help the brothers, you know what I'm saying, do the work of the Lord. Go ahead and send me an email. I need your name, number. If you're married, send me your husband's name too and your husband's number. So if a brother needs to reach out, we can reach out through your husband. All right. So do that for me as well. Other than that, I'm a yield. Y'all send me them emails. I'll send you the link right now. All right, shalom.
Come. Hey, everybody. Today's class, Boaz, come up in if you can. We got a lot of reading we got to do today. Hey, today's class is about women in the Bible. This is what we're going to be discussing today. This is actually probably most likely going to be part one. It's going to have to be a multi-class lesson because there's a lot of women in the Bible, and we're not going to be able to touch on every woman. Some women we're going to gloss over and lightly touch on, and some women we're actually going to get into their stories and go into the scriptures. This is I used to do something before called based on a true story. I don't know if anybody is familiar with that, but we used to do that where I think we talked about Gideon before. We talked about the walls of Jericho before in those based on the true story lessons. So this is kind of like that, but we're going to be naming different women, some of the things that they went through, and we're going to discuss it. Were they wicked? Were they righteous? Were they in the middle? Did they have a chance of the things that they did for repentance by their actions? You know what I'm saying? Were they started off wicked and they actually changed or became better or something that they did, you know what I'm saying, gave them some sort of relief or salvation in a sense? You know what I'm saying? We're going to discuss that. We're going to talk about some of these sisters in the scriptures today. We're going to move forward and talk about men at a further time. But this is this class right here today. Women in the Bible. We're going to discuss some wicked women, some righteous women, and we want you to decide. We want to hear your opinion. Is this woman wicked for what she did? Is this woman righteous? Like, how was she thinking? We want to have this discussion with y'all today. So if y'all with that, man, if y'all with this lesson today, you know what I'm saying, throw a 7 in the chat. Throw a 7 in the chat if y'all interested in discussing some of these women in the Bible, man. Some of the things that they've done in history. Some which are our foremothers, and some which were heathens that just was not of Israel. We got to discuss some of those too, because some of the things that they did totally affected us. So, we're going to have some of these discussions today, man. I see a couple 7s. All praise to the Most High that y'all interested in this lesson, man. Go to the book of John, chapter 4. This is one of those questions of, was this woman righteous? Was this woman wicked? This is one of those questions that I have for y'all. So let's go to the book of John, chapter 4, and actually we're going to do some reading. You know what I'm saying? Hey, once again, the water to the Most High, the water to Yahweh Shai, to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai, and we asking for his Holy Spirit, the Ruach Kadesh, to move throughout this lesson on our lives, man, and on our families and on our whole nation, so we come out of the conditions that we in, man, and rise up again. Kwam Yasharala, rise Yasharala. Let's do that, man. So let's get that John chapter 4.
Start from the top.
I think I want to start from Slaki. I'm not even there. I think you can, but it'd be easier to start from yeah, you know what? Let's start from the top because there's a point I want to make right there also.
Okay. This is the book of John, chapter 4 and verse 1. When therefore the Lord knew how the Pharisees had heard that Yahushua made and baptized more disciples than John. Though Yahushua himself baptized not, but his disciples.
Yo, this right here, we're going to be discussing this too. We got so many lessons and so many things in the works. One of the things that we have for our soldiers curriculum is baptism. So one aspect of this is Christ's baptism. Because remember, John the Baptist says that the one who comes after him will baptize with fire and with the Holy Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
But the scriptures say Christ didn't baptize anyone. Right here. It says Christ didn't baptize. But he did through his words. but his disciples actually water baptized. So we have to understand the baptism had already took place before the ceremonial part of it. Mm-hmm. This is what this scripture right here is showing you. The baptism was with the word. These people was willing to submit to the will of the Father and willing to change their life and willing to actually go through the water baptism, but that was done through the word. Okay. That was the baptism. And there's nothing wrong with the water baptism, but that was the baptism through the word of Christ, through the word of the Most High, for real, for real.
That's right.
All right, but let's keep going.
Okay. He left Judea and departed again into Galilee.
Uh-huh.
And he must needs go through Samaria.
He must need what?
He must needs go through Samaria.
So we have to understand also what this landmass is, Samaria. This landmass, Samaria, would be at this particular point in time during the Roman captivity, what we would have at one point in time called the land of Ephraim. During the what's that captivity? Slocky, I just drew a blank. What captivity did Northern Kingdom go away? Draw a blank right now. Help me out, Judah. Judah blanked out too. The Assyrian captivity. Wow, brothers, thank you very much. I appreciate y'all. During the Assyrian captivity, you know what I'm saying? They actually changed the name, not the Medo-Persian, the Assyrian captivity. They put most of Northern Kingdom into captivity. You know what I'm saying? And during that particular point in time, they changed that name into Samaria. Hey, I appreciate that though. Not that y'all, I appreciate that after I said it. But the fact of the matter is that was the land of Ephraim. So we have a lot of people who will call Samaritans who were really Ephraimites. All right, so keep reading.
Kind. And he must needs go through Samaria. Then cometh he to a city of Samaria, which is called Sychar, near to the parcel of ground that Jacob gave to his son Joseph.
So this is an area during the parcel of ground where Jacob gave to his son Joseph. So we know this is Northern Kingdom. We know that these people, this is a land that was once totally occupied by Israelites. Northern Kingdom. This is the land that was given to Joseph. Go ahead.
Now Jacob's well was there. Yahushua, therefore, being wearied with his journey, sat thus on the well, and it was about the 6th hour.
Okay.
There cometh a woman of Samaria to draw water. Yahushua said unto her,
hey, stop right there for a second. This account, this first woman that we're dealing with is this woman at the well. The Samaritan woman at the well. The scriptures don't give her name, but this is the first woman out of the woman in the Bible we're going to deal with today. It's a lot of sisters in the scriptures, a lot of people in the scriptures. And in all reality, of how I see it, this was our sister. So we want to see, was this sister wicked? Was she righteous? What do y'all think about her? Let's continue on with the story.
Yahushua said unto her, give me to drink. For his disciples were gone away unto the city to buy meat.
So disciples left him at the well, man, to go get him some food. He hungry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
saying? Then saith the woman of Samaria unto him, how is it that thou, being a Jew, askest drink of me?
Yo, in the time of Hosea, they told us to leave Northern Kingdom alone. They have gone unto idols, let them be. It was a thing for the Jews, and that was one of the biggest problems. Now, we need to understand, as the people who are trying to understand our culture and history, that the actual Jews was really starting to be against Northern Kingdom because of their idolatry. They literally left them alone. And it was hard for them to accept them back into the fold for a period of time. That's what Paul was dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Trying to reach the Gentiles, because a lot of them have become Gentiles. Even those who were Jews who went off into the ways of the Greeks have become Gentiles. So to understand this story of the Samaritan woman, you need to understand that the Jews had a problem with their own people. They had a problem with the Israelites who they are family. They are the same nation. You know what I'm saying? We have to understand that. So this is what she's asking Christ.
God.
But what did Christ come for? Yo, Yahweh, give me that in Matthew 15 and 24.
God. It's Matthew 15 and 24.
Brother, slow in the sword, man.
Salakia. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Yo, what? All those red letters?
Red letters.
But he only came to Jews.
La'ah.
Who did he come to?
They tried the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
It's not an Ephraimite who calling themselves a Samaritan, still part of the house of Israel. It's not a Judite calling himself an American today, still not of the house of Israel.
God.
So Christ came for you. Christ came for all of those who were lost. But he came for this sister too. Let's go back into John.
God. Verse 9.
Now that's a good precept too, Aharon, man. Hosea 13 and 16. Read that real quick.
You want Hosea 13 and 16, you said?
John.
All right, this is the book of Hosea, chapter 13 and verse 16.
Boaz, you stay where you at, Boaz, in John.
Samaria shall become desolate, for she have rebelled against her God.
She have rebelled against who?
Her God.
And that's the Most High's God. That's the Most High is her God. That was her God. Go ahead.
They shall fall by the sword. Their infants shall be dashed in pieces, and their women with child shall be ripped up.
Damn, man. They went through hell, man, for their disobedience to the Most High God. They went through hell for their disobedience to the Most High God, man.
Hey,
and we as a nation continue to do so. What's up?
I was about to say there's nothing new under the sun, because was our pregnant women not ripped up in this captivity? These ideas was these ideas want nothing new. They learned this from days of old, man.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Yo, let's go back until we was at in John.
This book of John, chapter 4, and verse 9. Then saith the woman of Samaria unto him, how is it that thou, being a Jew, askest drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans.
Mm-hmm.
Yahushua answered and said unto her, if thou knewest the gift of Yahweh, and who it is that saith to thee, give me to drink, thou wouldest have asked of him, and he would have given thee living water.
Yo, what's the gift of the Most High God? The gift of the Most High God is the commandments. His love for us, you know what I'm saying, is a gift from the Most High God. Him choosing us is a gift from the Most High God. Him sending Christ to help us, guide us, and lead us is a gift from the Most High God, man. Like, you need to know. Christ is telling her, you need to know, if you knew who you was talking to, the gift that you was ready to receive by accepting this water, man. You will have living water. That water that will bring you to life. And that water is the word.
That's right.
Y'all got something?
Keep going, King. Keep going.
I want this precept. Hold on 1 second. Now I want this precept. Say something for a second real quick.
Con. Hey, man, keep them emails coming, man. Hey, this is a good lesson. You know, women are important to the body, right? This is why as soon as we started, we asked about sisters who wanted to help put their brick in, man. Right? You got many stories in the Bible, which I'm not going to go into because I know Aaron in one of these parts he'll get into, right? But you got many stories in the Bible where a sister, you know what I'm saying, helped Israel in a tremendous way. You see what I'm saying? So even in today's time, we out there warring on the streets, on the street corners, trying to bid our people to the marriage, coming against the elements, you know what I'm saying, the police, scoffers. You know what I'm saying? All these different types of demons and all these different things like that. Having good sisters in the background, and when I say background, I'm not saying that in a demeaning way, but having righteous sisters in the background, you know what I'm saying, helping put things together, always helps the men. I let the men focus on their study so they can teach the people. So the things that the sisters can bring to the table will always help the nation. Don't think that sewing ain't helping the nation. Don't think cooking or decorating for a feast day ain't helping the nation. Right? Because these are all things that's going to bring people back into the truth and things like that. So I don't want no sister. It was beautiful how the brother, when he dropped the lesson title yesterday, I was like, damn, that's a spirit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta remember that y'all place is a good place, because that's what the Most High, that's the lane he put you in. We all got to remember to stay in our lane and perfect our duties in our lane. And with all of that, putting all that together, with us doing our job, the sisters doing their job, hey, man, we can get up out of here.
To build this thing, man.
I'm telling you, got to, man, got to.
That's why I'm always for the uplifting of the sisters, man. Hey, listen, sometimes y'all deserve the chastisement too. But today we're going to talk about the wicked and the righteous, man, together. We're going to discuss our sisters. We're going to get to the point we discuss our brothers too. We're going to get to that. But today, man, it's for the sisters, man. And we need to understand that too. We need to have to understand it. Let's get Sirach 15:3 real quick. This is one of the precepts that I had wanted for this. I wanted another one, but I don't know where it's at. But it's the first one I found. Let me get that real quick. Sirach 15:3.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 15 and verse 3. With the bread of understanding shall she feed him, and give him the water of wisdom to drink.
So what is he talking about with this water, this living water? This living water is wisdom. What is our wisdom? The commandments. Christ has always been the spirit of the commandments, the understanding of the commandments, because even though it was straight, thou shalt not was not in there. No kill, no steal. This is what the commandments say in the original Hebrew. It's straight and plain commandments. That's what the Most High gave to us. You know what I'm saying? But with that, we didn't understand the spirit that came with it. And this is what Christ has come to bring us. The spirit that comes with the commandments. Don't go back into your old vomit. Don't continue down this path where you got to keep repenting over and over again for the same thing. Try to attempt to move forward and not go back into that anymore. That's the spirit of Christ, man. Until you can actually reach perfection, because that's what we're all supposed to be. So y'all got that precept, right?
Okay.
Let's keep reading. Unless y'all good? Y'all ain't got nothing else?
I had one.
Let's keep going.
God. Book of John, chapter 4, verse 11. The woman saith unto him, Sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. From whence then hast thou that living water?
Yo, she didn't even understand it. You have nothing to draw with. But Christ is drawn with his spirit.
Right.
Christ said, yo, the sheep shall hear his voice. So he's drawn with his spirit. His spirit is drifting. I like to imagine this space spiritual. When Christ is speaking, the spirit of the Lord is coming through and traveling throughout the people, man, touching who they mean to touch. That is baptism. You know what I'm saying? Changing people's lives, giving people understanding. You know what I'm saying? But she's not even understanding that she's saying he has nothing to draw with, but he's drawing with his words. He's drawing with his spirit.
Mm-hmm.
He just drew this sister without her even realizing it.
Right.
Go ahead, keep reading.
Kind. Art thou greater than our father Jacob, which gave us the well, and drank thereof himself and his children and his cattle?
Yo, read that one more time, because I need to get that. Our father Jacob.
Kind. Art thou greater than our father Jacob, which gave us the well, and drank thereof himself and his children and his cattle?
Mm-hmm.
Yahushua answered and said unto her, Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again.
So he's talking about the physical well that they actually created. Our fathers, both of our fathers created this. You know who I am. You don't want to deal with me because you know why. Because we've gone off into idolatry. But our fathers have created this well. But you can drink from this well, but you'll thirst still. You teach somebody how to fish, You know what I'm saying? They'll always be satisfied with, you know what I'm saying, with food. You know what I'm saying? But if I just give you a fish, you're going to be hungry again.
Right.
So this is Christ is saying, man, there's a deeper well. There's something that's more beneficial for your spirit. Go ahead.
Kind. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life.
Yo, read that John 6 and 33 again, but read it down to 35.
Kind. This is the book of John, chapter 6 and verse 33. For the bread of Yahweh is he which cometh down from heaven and giveth life unto the world. Then said they unto him, Lord, evermore give us this bread.
So that bread is that understanding, right? We just read that. Go ahead. We read that in Sirach.
Kind. And Yahweh said unto them, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst.
Bro, if you believe on Christ, man, you shall never thirst. Out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. You should never have to thirst again because he's the understanding of the law, the spirit of the law. What do you ever need to thirst for? Why do you need other wisdom? Why do we keep going after the wisdom of this world? I'm kind of going into a tangent, and we got a lot to talk about. So let's keep it moving in the book of John, chapter 4.
Book of John, chapter 4, verse 15. The woman saith unto him, Sir, give me this water, that I thirst not, neither come hither to draw. Yahweh
So she want that. She said, give me that water. Shoot. Like, go ahead.
Right. Yahweh saith unto her, Go call thy husband and come hither.
Yo, you see that, right? And this is how it should be. When a man is supposed to be teaching a sister, he's like, yo, go call your husband. You know what I'm saying? Let your husband get understanding, and then he can pass that understanding over to you. You know what I'm saying? That's the order. Christ is always in order, man. Now, go ahead. Let's keep going.
The woman answered and said, I have no husband. Yahweh said unto her, Thou hast well said, I have no husband. For thou hast had 5 husbands, and he whom thou now hast is not thy husband, and that saidest thou truly.
Hey, man, that's a deep conversation right there. You don't have 5 husbands. It's not getting into detail about what happened to them, divorce, death. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Those are the only ways that you can actually separate from your husband or your wife, either through divorce or through death. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter, he says, the man you with right now is not your husband. Christ said that. Is this sister in adultery? Like, what's going on in this sister's life? Remember, we seeing, is this sister righteous or is she wicked? Remember, the question I asked y'all before we started talking about it. So this is a concern. I think this is a major point. You got to think about that. Christ is saying the man you with right now is not your husband. Damn. You done messed up now. Hey, think about that, man. Keep going. He said, Kodar said Christ threw a slight jab. I kind of look like a haymaker, kind of knocked her out a little bit. Go ahead.
The woman saith unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. Our fathers worship in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship.
So he said, our fathers worship here, but you saying we should go worship in Jerusalem. What did Christ say?
Yahweh saith unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father.
Hey, no, you gotta keep the feast days in Jerusalem, brother. You gotta keep. Why are we having Passover in Atlanta? We gotta have Passover in Jerusalem, brother. Come on, Judah did all of that for no reason. Come on, man. Yo, you were so wicked for keeping Passover in your captivity. You were so wicked for trying to keep the laws in your captivity. Nigga, who do you think you are?
It's the weakest argument ever.
Salakia for the word, because I don't like to say that. But who do you think you are? Well, this scripture right here, according to Christ, just smacked that whole argument out the box. Read it one more time.
Kind. Yahweh saith unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father.
How do we worship the Father? Keep the commandments. That is the feast days. That is whatever it is the Most High told us to do.
Okay.
So listen, man. Don't let nobody tell you can't keep the commandments in our captivity.
Hey, quick question. This is the dagger to that, right? This is the dagger to that stupid question or that stupid statement. I'm sorry, that statement is dumb. When somebody comes up to you and says that, ask them this. What was the first Passover held at? What was the very first Passover held at? Was it not held in captivity? Was that not a prerequisite to get out of captivity? The very first Passover was in captivity. So you're telling me you can't hold a Passover in captivity, but we held the first one in captivity. Stop it. Get them out.
Stop
They don't make no sense. Let's keep going.
Kind. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
Hey, we know what we worship. We worship the Most High God, but you don't know what you worship. You need to be taught again. Salvation is of the Jews because we know what we worship. You need to be taught again because there's a chance for your salvation too because you are of Israel. You are of Israel. You can get this salvation. Come back and worship righteously. Keep going.
Kind. But the hour cometh, and now is.
Listen what he says. He says, but. Because right now salvation is for the Jews because they know they have their history. But they still going off. But Christ said, but even though that they held their history and salvation is for them, they can get salvation if they do what's right. Even though, keep reading.
Kind. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
In spirit and in truth. That's what we were just talking about. Christ brought that spirit of the truth, which is the law, statutes, and commandments.
Facts.
Worship in spirit and in truth. Faith and in deeds. Faith and works. Because faith without works is dead. Didn't James teach us this? Christ is teaching the same lesson right here. In spirit and in truth. Faith and works. You got something you want to say, boys?
Lie.
Oh, keep reading it.
Kind. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. Yahweh is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
Yo, in spirit and in truth. Let me get this precept from the rising of the sun even to going down the same. My name shall be great among the Gentiles, and in every place incense shall be offered unto my name in the pure. I could get all of it. But I get what you're saying. This is the precept going to what we were just talking about, keeping the commandments in our captivities and whatever it is that we are at. I understand that precept. Good precept. But let's get back to where we was at, verse 25. We need to get through this so we can move on to the next sister.
Kind. The woman saith unto him, I know that Messiah cometh, which is called Christ. When he is come, he will tell us all things. Yahweh saith unto her, I that speak unto thee am he.
So Christ has admitted to the sister, I am him. I am who you've been looking for, who you've been waiting for. Hey, come on, keep reading a little bit more.
Okay. And upon this came his disciples and marveled that he talked with the woman. Yet no man said, What seekest thou? Or why talkest thou with her?
Yo, the disciples came back from bringing him food. Like, yo, why is he talking to the Samaritan? He know we don't deal with them. They Northern Kingdom, they went off. They started going crazy. Why is he but nobody questioned Christ. They his people. But they do want to know why. Come on, keep reading.
The woman then left her water pot and went her way into the city and saith to the men, come see a man which told me all things that ever I did. Is not this the Christ?
So now she starts testifying about Christ. She starts being a testimony for Christ to the world. Yo, man, this man done told me all things, man. Is this not Christ? If this not Christ, go see for yourself. Go find out for yourself. Is this the Christ we have been waiting for, been looking for? She starts going to tell her people. Like, hey, you got to take that in consideration too when you're trying to decide if this is a wicked woman or a righteous woman. If after she talked to Christ, she decided to believe on Christ and there was a chance for repentance for her, can she turn into a righteous woman after all the deeds she done did in the past? You know what I'm saying? I need that from y'all. How do y'all see this woman? Can you finish this out?
God. Then they went out of the city and came unto him. In the meanwhile, his disciples prayed him, saying, Master, eat.
Keep reading.
But he said unto them, I have meat to eat that ye know not of.
Yo, Christ said, I have meat to eat that you not know. You don't know that I'm good. I don't even need that food that you went and got. Keep reading.
Kind. Yahushua saith unto them, my meat is, or Salakia, verse 33.
Read 33.
Kind. Therefore said the disciples one to another, have any man brought him aught to eat?
So anybody brought him some food? What is he talking about? They still having trouble understanding Christ, and Christ about to explain it. Keep reading.
Kind. Yahushua saith unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his work.
Yo, that work right there satisfied him. Enlightening that sister's eyes gave him nourishment. That he didn't even need to eat regular food because his spirit was filled, because he done reached somebody. And that sister went and testified of him. Yo, sometimes the small things means a lot. Hey, the brother James says she was a wicked woman, man. I can understand. I can understand why he said that. Any other anybody else have a reason? Anybody else have something that they want to add to the description of this sister?
Salakia.
Go ahead. What do you think about her?
I heard, because I went over this before, because I was like, she had 5 husbands. And somebody pointed out to me and said, when Yahushua sent her to go get them and she left, she never went and got them. And they were saying to me, like, the men could have been other idols or doctrines.
Now, hey, I don't know. That's speculation right there.
That's speculation.
The fact that Christ said that she had 5 husbands, had as in past tense. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't continuously have 5 husbands. You can't continuously have 2 husbands. You had 5 husbands. So those husbands would have either got divorced or died. Yeah. So, and the guy she was with at that particular point in time was not her husband, what Christ says. So that's very interesting too. So, hey, listen, I only got one response if this sister was wicked. Brother James says she wicked. I ain't seen nobody else. James says, man, she had 5 husbands. That's it. What you think, Judah? What y'all think, man? Let's get a small little conversation going. And then before we move on to the next sister.
Hey, Salakia. Hey, that's what I think too. I've heard a lot of different things. You know, I've heard, hey, you know that different people have different doctrines, you know. I've heard that she had 5 husbands because she laid with 5 guys. I've heard that she had 5 husbands because she was dealing with many doctrines. I've heard a lot of things, you know.
That could be true.
I don't think she was all the way wicked. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that, you know.
I think, what about you, Yaquab? What you got?
God, I feel the same way as Brother Judah just said. I don't think she was all wicked. You know, I think she, in the end, she wanted to change over and but she never, like they said in the chat, she never repented though. She never repented for what she did. So I think the sister was wicked though. Now, yeah.
Hey, I can rock with what y'all saying. This comment right there kind of suits how I kind of feel or kind of think. She was wicked, Khan. She had 5 husbands. She divorced or her husbands died. Who knows what those situations were?
Right.
So brothers is categorizing her as wicked. We don't know what those situations were. Christ reached out to her. You know what I'm saying? But Christ was always in the midst of the sinners and the publicans. He was always trying to reach out to the ones that are sick, which we should do, right? Which we should do, right? So listen, man, we can't ostracize these people, even though it might seem like this sister was wicked. She has a chance, and Christ is saying, you have a chance to receive this living water. There's a chance for repentance if you can follow after the spirit of the Most High God. Follow after the spirit that Christ is bringing. That's how I'm seeing it in my spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? The point is, it don't matter what you've been through in your past. You have a chance to change it all around. She went to testify of Christ. Is this not the Christ to her people, to the world? It seemed like to me. She went to tell people of Christ. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it seemed like she started to believe on Christ. So for my aspect of it, I like the aspect of we all have a chance of repentance if we can believe on Christ. That's how I like to see this sister right here.
Okay. Salaki, I was gonna say my perspective would be she was lost. If it was 5 husbands or doctrines, then she went into the city and started telling people about the Messiah. You know, so she was lost in she found herself, just like all of Israel. We be lost in the world.
We do.
We out here doing whatever. We believe in what's them things? Crystals. We believe in stage. We believe in hitting the little metal thing. You doing Tina Turner, you know what I'm saying? Your whole rank, all that chance, all that type of stuff. You doing all of that nonsense. But then you get woken up to your true heritage and you come back to the Most High.
Salakia.
Good precept. Go ahead.
So was the question like, was she just plainly blatantly out wicked, or like was she wicked in the beginning and turned her ways? You know,
but that was the question though. If you remember originally, I said all of these sisters, I want these answers. Was this sister just straight wicked? You know what I'm saying? Was she righteous, or did she like change? Like, did you see some change in her? Did you see something that you would say, like, yo, you know what? I could see that she wasn't just straight wicked and there was a chance. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see what the opinions was of our people, man.
God.
So that was, and I gave my point of view on how I see it, because I wanted to see all of our brothers and sisters be able to come out of whatever wickedness or whatever situation they had in the past. So this is an example for me for somebody who had situations with 5 husbands that Christ dealt with and talked to and gave the chance to receive living water.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't give that chance for the daggone heathen who he called the dog.
Nah. Wow.
But he gave that chance to one of our sisters. So that's the point that I'm trying to make by bringing this sister out. Yo, I'm gonna quote this. I'm gonna read a little bit of this real quick. We're gonna touch on another sister. And this is something that y'all all know about. Y'all all know this story, so I'm not gonna read the whole thing for the lack of time. So this is the sister. This is Lot's wife. She lived in Sodom, man, a city that was just full of wickedness, man. We know. We get into the story, we get into the depths of everything. Man, the people in the city wanted to rape the angels, man.
Yeah, OD.
Yo, we could get into it another time, man. I did a breakdown on this before. They wanted to rape the angels. They said, man, if you don't get out of the way, Lot, we're going to take you too. Lot said, man, I'll give you my virgin daughters. You can have them who've never seen a man. Man, get them out of here. I don't want those guys.
Wow.
I want, man. What is that dude? Boaz? You know what I'm talking about. Who he was in jail, and the guy came because he's supposed to meet up with a kid, but he said, "Nah, ain't no children here. I want man. I want you." You remember that?
Oh,
yeah. I like you.
I want you.
We can do this the easy way.
On the hard way. That's how the people in Sodom and Gomorrah was looking at those angels, man. That's how they was talking a lot. We could do this the easy way or the hard way. That's how they was looking at Lot, man. And the angels, man. What?
Hey, man.
I want man's. No, man. That's wicked as hell. But the fact of the matter is, man, after all of the stuff that happened, they literally got to blind the people. You know what I'm saying? Escape for their lives. They done reached out to their other children and husbands, and they don't even want to deal with this. Actually, the scriptures say that they laughed at him. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't pay him no mind.
Mm-hmm.
Through all of that, they fled for their lives out of the city. And this sister turned back to look. She turned back and got turned into a pillar of salt. Was this sister wicked, righteous? Did she have a chance for repentance? What's up? Let me get Ecclesiastes 7 and 10 and Proverbs 26 and 11.
Hey, I want to answer that question. I got an ideology on that. That sister was wicked. I don't give a damn what nobody said. That sister was wicked, man. Let's think about it, yo. When this world start getting destroyed, and that Gucci purse is on fire, you know what I'm saying?
You look back.
That mansion is on fire. You see what I'm saying? The bins, all your material things. See, you got with an Israelite brother because you know you just like the brother, but then the lifestyle that come with it, you weren't really with. You were just faking the funk and going with the flow while he was with him. But then when stuff really start hitting the fan, that's when you're going to start looking back. You're going to see who has the spirit of this sister because they're going to start looking back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want with this stuff. Why my stuff got to be destroyed? Yo, we're going to see. We're going to see, man. I think she was definitely wicked. She never really cared about the Lord. She cared about what she had in that current land that she was in, and she didn't want to lose that, man.
Hey, peep this, though, right? The sister had other children. We know that, right? Mm-hmm. The sister had other children that was married to other men. She could have been looking back to see if her children was coming.
That's cool. That's tough. That's very tough. That's very tough. That's not the spirit that I get off that story, but that's tough.
I know. I feel the same spirit. I feel that she went back, and that's the precept that I asked brothers to pull, is the spirit of going back and looking back at your old life. Because we're moving forward in Israel into a new man, into a new woman in Christ. So this story was always about looking back at your past and you know what I'm saying, cleaving onto it, holding on to what you had. That's what the story has always been about. But just imagine if she wanted her children to survive. Just imagine that she missed her mother or her father or somebody that she cared about. But then again, we have to give up everybody at times for this truth. Even people in your own household will become your enemies at times, following the ways of this truth, man.
Okay.
Salakia, Adawan.
Go ahead.
When you say that, what first come to my mind is like being lukewarm. You know, like if they was told not to look back, you know, and she like, I want to see what's going on over here. You know, I want to see what's going to happen. You know, and not following what the commandments was, what she was told to do. So when that first come to mind, that come to being lukewarm in the spirit, man. So I yield.
Hey, listen, I listen. I'm inserting this. As a conversation piece. I don't want y'all to understand that I'm trying to teach this as doctrine. I'm not. I'm having a conversation with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to address this. I don't want you to think I'm pushing this as doctrine. I never have. Yo, let me get some of the precepts that I just asked brothers to hold.
Con, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 10. Say not thou, what is the cause that the former days were better than these? For thou dost not inquire wisely concerning this.
Man, why are you looking at the past? The former days, my days of chill and enjoyment and peace in Sodom. Sodom was probably a great city, but you had access to a lot of different things. Access to things like when you're living in a city, a major city, you have access to things that you might not have living out in the suburbs or living somewhere far away from the city. You know what I'm saying? So man, you looking at these things like they're so valuable to you. You know what I'm saying? While you escaping, and the Most High is bringing you out of that situation. So listen, man, the doctrine has always been looking back in your past, looking back in your old life. You know what I'm saying? It can bring you back into, matter of fact, get that in Proverbs 26:11. Proverbs 26:11. You're supposed to be holding this already.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter.
Nah, Yaqua, what's up, man?
I got it.
Yeah, let's get it.
I got Ecclesiastes, but the brother brought it out first, but I got it. All right,
let's get it.
As a dog returneth to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly.
That's what this scripture is basically telling. Going back to your vomit, going back to your old ways of your old life, you're going to go back to your folly, which is destruction, which is a pillar of salt, man. This is where you're looking forward to. Your vision is not going towards the kingdom. That's the lesson on it. That's how the doctrine has always been taught to me. We just having a discussion. What if she did look at her children? A lot of y'all sisters are mothers. A lot of y'all brothers are fathers or have family that you love for. Can you resist looking back for your child's sake? Or for your wife's sake, your husband's sake? It might come a time where you have to leave them behind to follow after the ways of the Lord. So this is a question. You're looking, these are the questions that I have when I read these type of things, man. Like I said, we just having a conversation with y'all. So y'all give y'all answers on how y'all feel. Was she wicked? Was she righteous? You know, a lot of y'all gave y'all answers already. And we respect each and everybody's answers. What did he say? But Yam said, let the dead bury their dead. Go down and preach the kingdom of God. Move forward. Don't look back. If they die, they die. What's that dude? Rocky IV? The Russian. If he dies, he dies. That's the kind of mentality that we need to have moving forward. It sounds cold and callous, but the fact of the matter is, can't nothing stop us from following the ways of the Most High. We can't allow anything to stop us from paying our debts to the Most High, because we owe the Most High for all of the things that we have done.
God.
Brother said definitely wicked. She was wicked. Wicked.
That made me think about Job's situation, you know, because he lost his kids and everything like that. But at the same time, him remaining in his righteousness and not going off, he got that plus more. So it's like
increase,
you know, yeah, he got the increase. So it's like, you know, she decided to look back, and if it was the kids, it was like you had the opportunity where you would have had it times double.
You could have, that's deep. That's deep. The opportunity in that future, if you could survive this, you get 100-fold.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say to us in the kingdom, right? You get 100-fold. That same opportunity. Let me get James 4:4, and then drop 7 and 8 real quick. And also, let me get Luke 9:62, and we're gonna try to move on.
This is James 4:4. Ye adulterers and adulteress, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God?
So when we're talking about this adulterers and adulteress, in the sense that I'm bringing this out, is those who are going away or violating the pact or the marriage that we have with our Father, the marriage that we have to following these laws. We've been an adulterous people, man. We going after other guys. We going after other ideals. You know what I'm saying? We're adulterers and adulteresses. Keep reading. Matter of fact, Slakia. And the friendship of the world is enmity with God. The friendship of what Sodom had to bring, the friendship with America has to bring, is enmity, is division, is a problem with the Most High God. Go ahead.
Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God.
If you depending on the world for your joy, for your happiness, you run a risk of being an enemy with the Most High God. Man, your arm's too short. You don't want that smoke. I know I don't. Yo, read 7 through 8.
Oh, the same spot. Other one.
Verse 7 and 8.
God. Submit yourselves therefore to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw nigh to God, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded.
That's right. Purify your hearts, you double-minded, man. Don't be lukewarm. The Most High Yahweh say he'd rather you be cold or hot, but don't be lukewarm, man. Pick a side. Choose your side, man. If you're going to flee the destruction of this nation, flee. Don't hold on to what was left in that world that you're running from.
Okay.
Hey, dang, I want to get on to what's up?
You said you want Luke 9:62?
All right, read that real quick, and I'm gonna move on.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 9 and verse 62. And Yahweh said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh.
That's right, man. No man has put his hands on that plow and want to look back. You're not fit for the kingdom, man. You don't deserve that if you want to go back into your old vomit and your old ways. Hey, let's go into the book of Exodus. Do anybody else got anything else to add with that? Let's go. Let's move on to somebody else. Like I said, man, this is going to have to be a few parts because I have a lot of sisters, a lot of stuff that we got to talk about. So there's going to be a few different parts to this lesson. Go ahead.
You bringing out Abigail?
I want not right now.
Okay.
I'm bringing out Exodus 1. Go to 15. We're going to read 15 through 21.
Okay. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 1 and verse 15. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shiphrah, and the name of the other Puah.
So this is what we're talking about right now, man. Hebrew midwives during the time of Exodus named Shiphrah and Puah. Who are these sisters? Do y'all know about these sisters? I mean, these sisters played an integral part in Israel's growth, in Israel's survival. They played an intricate part in the survival of Israel, man. Yo, you got to understand, man. If these sisters wasn't in position to do what they did, who knows where we would be at today? Keep reading.
And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew woman, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him.
Yo, who's telling them this? Matter of fact, we might have to come back up a little bit more. Let me
get the king of Egypt.
The king of Egypt?
God. Yeah, because in verse 15 it says, and the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwife.
Yes, kind of does say that. Let's keep reading it.
Mm-hmm.
The king of Egypt had made that. Start that verse we just read back over again.
And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew woman, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live.
So, yeah, everybody knows what a midwife is. This would be during those times somebody who would help give birth, help the sister give birth. You know what I'm saying? She would be there with them, rocking with them, help them go through the situations. You know, be a lot of different. Y'all sisters know it'd be a lot of different situations. You know, umbilical cords, the baby turned around. You need to be experienced in handling this. So we had sisters who that was their jobs, even like today. And I would like for our sisters to learn some of these skills so we can start birthing out and you know what I'm saying, doing our own women and children ourselves. I think that would be just amazing. And you know, we're gonna get back to that point again. So these are skills that our sisters really do need to maintain and have. But he wanted to kill off all the men and keep the women. Yeah, kill off all the boys and keep the girls because we're gonna use the girls. Shoot. We don't need the men. We want to end your whole nation because we know that why would they do that if we don't go by the men? If our lineage is not by the men, why would Pharaoh want to kill off the boys and keep the women? Think about this. You know, some people don't believe in numbers. What numbers say that our lineage go by the men,
right?
When it's just obvious we carry the seed.
Okay.
It's just obvious. This has been a teaching that has always been, and this is also proof in the book of Exodus how another nation would look at it, kill their men and keep their women.
Shalakia.
Go ahead.
And yeah, one ain't nothing new under the sun. Because that same thing is going on today.
Whew.
Just how they pushing homosexuality on the black community as far as men. They pushing that thing so hard because they know if y'all not reproducing with a woman, then y'all gonna die.
That's right. That's right. Hey, everybody already got their answers to this one. These sisters definitely was righteous. They know this story. But we're gonna still keep reading some more about it. Come on, keep reading.
But the midwives feared Yahweh and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men, children alive.
That's what the fear of the Most High will do. Make you want to save your brothers and your sisters, your children and the children of your people. Make you want to uplift them. Make sure they learning things and they're moving in the right way. That they don't have to do that. I can think about myself. This is my job. I'm a midwife. And my boss, who is the Pharaoh or the king, told me to kill the boys. And that's what I'm going to do. That's how they could have looked at it. You know what I'm saying? But they feared the Lord. And that fear of the Lord actually brought them to a place. Listen, we didn't have the 10 Commandments at this time. You know what I'm saying? So them fearing the Lord is fearing the commandments that was given through their bloodline, verbally or whatever. The Spirit of the Lord is telling them not to kill their children, not to kill their nation, that the Most High God will remember them. He will save them out of this situation that they've been in. That's a fear of the Most High God. During a turbulent situation, you in captivity and you made as a slave for real. Your people have been in slavery, real hard bondage. You compare this slavery somewhat to what we went through in this land over here in the Americas, man. But the fact of the matter is, man, they feared the Lord, and that's what's important in my eyes when talking about these sisters right here. Keep reading down to 21.
Slakia. I just seen a video earlier this week. A guy, you know how they do them questionnaires. He asked the girls, he was like, a BBL or birth control. And the sister said, F them babies. Give me the birth control.
Damn.
That messed me up.
I always remember that. I always remember that sister who was like, yo, I got rid of my kids. They came and got my kids. F them kids. She was smoking weed. She was like, man, get them kids. She was rejoicing because she done got rid of her kids, man.
That's a mental breakdown, bro. That's what that is. That's a mental breakdown. You know, when you celebrate a catastrophe, that's a mental breakdown, man. She was having a mental breakdown. You know what I'm saying? Trying to act like, hey, you gonna have another baby, Aaron. Hey, but yeah, man, she was having a mental breakdown. Because who would celebrate that? I think she was feeling so bad about where her life ended up. She was just trying to make light of it, and that's terrible, man. That's ridiculous, man.
Hey,
and that's another reason she was getting high on the video, and you know, to mask that, getting high and drunk on the video to mask, you know, what she was really going through.
Self-sabotage. That's what that was. Self-sabotage. Now the world can't really sabotage you because you already sabotaged yourself. You know.
Could you imagine what our foremothers who moved like this at this time could be thinking right now, seeing something like that?
Crazy. Yo, I don't even know how I would think. You trying to kill off all of our men? We gotta fight. We got to fight. We got no choice. We got no choice. Even if we die, we got to stand up. Damn. So and the crazy thing about it is the sisters stood up. I always gonna appreciate my sisters for that.
So I'm thinking about what if sisters today had to deal with that situation. They had to deal with that situation because, you know, if they didn't do, if he found out that they went against what he told them to do, they would have been put to death.
That's right.
Not you.
That's right. A lot of our sisters today would go for the bag. Now, you know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about you. You gonna give me how much to kill them off? To put a little steel needle through their nose and scramble their brains?
That's the type of time I'm on. Sister I'm on the right type of time.
Yeah.
I told somebody that the other day. I gotta let you know that Big Judah was on the earth at one point.
Yo, listen.
I gotta have them all.
Whew, more power to y'all. I'm Uncle Aharon. Holla at me, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, guess what? Guess what? Hey, you drop kids off at Uncle House.
Oh, shoot. Hey, listen, man. Listen, you know, hey, listen.
All 50 on.
I won't be here, but okay.
I'm out.
Kayvon, I be telling Kayvon that, you know, not a y'all. I be telling not a y'all that. He got about 50. Nah, he don't got that much. But all praises to the Most High. No, hey, brothers is blessed, man. And the sister, open Most High blessed. You know what I'm saying? Her and her womb, man. Hey, I think we got that one. I think everybody has the same kind of vibe. This was a righteous sister. And in the same ilk, because I just want to continue on, is right there. Let's go to Exodus chapter 2 and verse 1. Let's start there. Exodus chapter 2 and verse 1, read down to verse 10, and then we're going to go to chapter 6.
It's the book of Exodus chapter 2 and verse 1. And there went a man of the house of Levi and took to wife a daughter of Levi. And the woman conceived and bare a son. And when she saw him, that he was a goodly child, she hid him 3 months.
Because she understood that there was an order that these kids, these men, these boys are supposed to die. So she hid him for 3 months. Go ahead.
And she could not longer hide him. She took for him an ark of bulrushes and daubed it with slime and with pitch, and put the child therein, and she laid it in the flags by the river's brink.
So when I looked up, bulrushes is like a leaf that grows around like the banks of the river. You know what I'm saying? It can actually float on the water. If you twine them and put them together, she used slime and had like a little basket for the baby and put the baby in that basket. Go ahead and read.
And his sister stood afar off to wit what would be done to him.
So the sister sat there and watched and seeing what would become of the baby. Go ahead.
And the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the river, and her maidens walked along by the riverside. And when she saw the ark among the flags, she sent her maid to fetch it. And when she had opened it, she saw a child, and behold, the babe wept. And she had compassion on him, and said, "This is one of the Hebrews' children." Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter, "Shall I go and call to thee a nurse of the Hebrew women, that she may nurse the child for thee?"
Yo, listen to what it just said. Then said his sister to the Pharaoh's daughter. So his sister's sitting there watching what's happening to this child, watching the Pharaoh's daughter see it. And she's in position to talk to her. And what did she ask her again? Shall I go?
Said, Salakia.
Verse 7.
Shall I go and call to thee a nurse of the Hebrew women, that she may nurse the child for thee?
Because in all reality, anybody could have nursed the child. Right? Anybody could have nursed the child. I'm pretty sure there was more people than just the Hebrews, Israelites, who were in captivity in Egypt during that period of time.
Right.
Everybody was on smash. Egypt ruled the world. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that the Spirit, the Most High, puts people in positions, and he had put these sisters in these positions for purposes. You had to continue to read?
And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Go." And the maid went and called the child's mother.
Yo, the maid went and called the child's mother. They literally set up I don't want to say a scam or a scheme, but it was a scheme for this boy's survival. And the fact of the matter is, it was the Most High's scheme. It was the Most High's plan. That Pharaoh's daughter did not have to pick a Hebrew woman to raise up that child. Mm-hmm. That child was going to become her child. She adopted this child.
Okay.
But the fact that the Most High used these people to allow, and that baby ended up becoming Moses, if we understand this story. Okay. So I think that all of us here can say that this woman was a righteous woman, even though she schemed to fool the princess with the help of her own daughter. She scammed them. But we will all look at this as being in righteousness. Am I right?
Okay.
Anybody in the chat, what do y'all think? Do y'all think she scammed the princess? Do y'all think they schemed and manipulated the situation to allow Moses to live and survive? What do y'all think? How do y'all feel about this, sister? I want to see y'all comments, man. I want y'all interacting. Mash that like button, Baba Cashapp. Like and share too. This precept brothers is bringing out, our sister brought out, for the heavens are higher than earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. That's right, man. Sometimes we can't even fathom the thoughts of the Most High God. It's a precept. Or the very first scripture before that, for the thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. Sometimes, man, we got to strive to try to understand the Most High's ways, man. Hey, Yael said that was wisdom that the sister did, man. Mm-hmm. Righteousness and wisdom. Yahweh says they finessed them. It's called righteous deception. Hey, Khan, the fact of the matter is, man, we feel through the spirit of the Most High God, man, the salvation of our people came through the works of the Most High God using Moses. And without, listen, the situation with Jacob and Esau, the situations with their mom, how their mom chose Jacob, you know what I'm saying, over Esau, and made the plan for him to put on the hairy garment and fix this meal and get this blessing. Was that in righteousness, or was she wicked for doing it? Then Esau dismiss his heritage and his inheritance. Hey, man, that's right. It's the Most High plan. Brothers say finesse, brothers say wickedness. I don't know. The fact of the matter, it's the Most High's plan. Yo, it's so many righteous and wicked women. Dang, I hope I can get enough time. I really want to talk about maybe I won't talk about that right now. Let's get into the book of Matthew chapter 14. I don't know how many more I can discuss right now with our time constraints, but let's get to Matthew chapter 14 and discuss this. We still got Jezebel, y'all. We still got to talk about. That's gonna be long, so we might have to discuss that a different day. Hey, we still got to talk about Eve. Was she righteous? Was she wicked? You know what I'm saying? We still got to talk about Mary and Deborah and there's so many other sisters throughout the scriptures, man. But have y'all, and there's another sister, y'all probably haven't even heard of Athaliah. We're going to have to talk about her too. But we're talking about right now in the book of Matthew chapter 14 is the sister or a woman named Herodias. Herodias. Who knows who she is? In the chat, tell me who Herodias is. Ron said Eve was wicked as hell. Eve continued to be wicked to this day. we love her though. We're gonna get them right. The scientist said it must have been fringes somewhere on the baby to know the baby was a Hebrew. Hey, it must be a distinction somehow between the Egyptians and the Israelites. Had to be. Remember, they were actually looking at children and killing them around this period of time. So who would know better than her handmaids or you know what I'm saying, midwives, if these children were Israelites or not? So let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 14. Let's read it from the top.
From the top, kind. There's the book of Matthew, chapter 14, and verse 1. At that time, Herod the tetrarch heard of the fame of Yahushua and said unto his servants, this is John the Baptist. He is risen from the dead, and therefore mighty works do shew forth themselves in him.
He said, mighty works have showed forth themselves in him. Go ahead.
For Herod had laid hold on John and bound him and put him in prison for Herodias' sake, his brother Philip's wife.
His brother Philip's wife. So Herod had a brother named Philip and his wife, man, who was doing all types of wickedness. You know what I'm saying? And John talked about it. He openly talked about this wicked woman, man. That's right, Herod's sister-in-law. He openly talked about this wicked woman. Go ahead.
Kind. For John said unto him, it is not lawful for thee to have her. And when he would have put him to death, he feared the multitude because they counted him as a prophet.
So Herod is like, man, I don't know if I should kill this guy because a lot of people rocking with him. You know what I'm saying? Yo, people can come up at arms and you know, try to rebel over this dude. So I don't know. You know, he wasn't sure. Come on, keep reading.
But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them and pleased Herod.
Remember, man, anytime, I'm telling you, anytime, you got to show me if I'm lying or if I'm different. Anytime you see anything about a birthday, specifically celebrating a birthday, it results in death or some sort of destruction or some sort of iniquity and sin being followed by that. Throughout the scriptures, this is one reason why we don't want to deal with birthdays. I can acknowledge that I've got another year. I can thank the Most High for allowing me to see another year on this earth, man. My mom's, my brother, my wife, anybody, I could thank the Most High for you. But I'm not going to celebrate my birthday and make it a day for me. I've become an idol. And we have a problem with idols. Let's get away from all kind of appearance of evil. Cut that out. That's a worldly thing that we were into. Leave it alone. Teach our children to leave it alone. There's nothing but, it might be smiles and laughters for the moment, but that thought, that way of thinking will leave you down a path of destruction. Idolatry, anything can be an idol to you. Let's get back into where we was at.
Verse 7. Whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask.
Yo, Herod promised this girl on his birthday because she danced for her. And that's what we do, man. We promise the world because she look good, because she'll dance, say little sweet things in your ear. You'll promise the world. You'll actually start to look back when you don't see her following you because you loved her that much. The world will dance for you. You know what I'm saying? Show you his bright lights and his gold and his tasty cuisine. The world will give you whatever your messed up heart's desire. And you'll sell your soul for that bag or for that woman or for that diamond ring or gold chain. That's what we have been doing as a people. And I'm just being spiritual. Let's keep reading.
Verse 8. And she, being before instructed of her mother, said, give me here John Baptist's head in a charger.
Yo, the mom said, yo, you gonna dance for this dude? Dance with all your might, but I need this guy's head. I need this dude's head. He talking mess about me. I need his head. And what happens? What happens when you mix a birthday with dancing, filled with heathens, and filled with women who are just wicked as hell? Filled with iniquity in other nations. What happens? We got other nations over us. Because that's what happened. Herod was over us. What happens?
Verse 9. And the king was sorry, nevertheless, for the oath's sake, and them which sat with him, at meat, he commanded it to be given her.
And
he sent and beheaded John in the prison.
Yo, he killed John the Baptist, someone who has put in work for this ministry, put in work to teach about Christ, the coming of Christ. You know what I'm saying? Who was out there in the wilderness, the scriptures called him. The voice in the wilderness in Malachi. The scriptures prophesied that John the Baptist is coming. Christ said that he was Elijah. Did he not? These people want to cut his head off, man. Is this woman a wicked woman? I don't even need y'all answer. Hell to the yeah. I don't even need y'all answer. But we discussing the women, and she is a woman that had to be up on this list. Let me get Proverbs 31:3. That's right, good precept. Hey, Shania, I don't know if you heard, but we got a suggestion for your new name. What is it? Precept Princess.
Precept Sticky Note.
Nah, that's that brother wicked. See, I said Precept Princess, but he want to call you a Precept Sticky
Precept
Note.
Index Card.
I like the Precept Princess. We gonna rock with that. Let me get that precept, y'all.
I got it. Proverbs 31:3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to which that destroyeth kings.
That's right, man. You gave the strength over to a woman to kill a man. That same strength can be used to kill you. Like Brother James says, all the way wicked. All the way wicked. Man, I don't even know. It's 1 o'clock. Do we got enough time for another one? Nah, I can't get into that. We can get one more.
One more.
We can get one more, y'all. In the chat, can we get one more? Oh, y'all ready to go? We got to hit a part 2 on this. What you want? What you were saying, Boaz?
I was going to say I got a precept.
Bring it up.
Yikewabs. It's a book of Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 26. If you haven't read this, chapters 3 and 4, you got to read them. It says, yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes.
Whew.
So in that situation with Herod, he became a servant for that woman's sake for his birthday.
God. Yo, Kadar Aaron is wicked, man. Yo, everybody is saying Khan, one more. Kadar Aaron says, brothers gotta go eat and go to camp. Brother. That's wicked. That's wicked. Yo, I'm gonna bring out an obvious one. Let's go to Genesis 39. It's I don't know if I should go to that one, man. It's more righteous sisters too. I think no, you know what? Let's hit on a righteous sister, man. I think that one right there would be easily seen as a wicked sister. You know what? Since you named her earlier, let's hit her. 1 Samuel chapter 25.
Hey, let's get
Hey, we got 15 minutes and I'm going to camp.
That's right, James, man. We're gonna get one more. That's right.
Yeah, we got 15 minutes and we're going to camp.
Hey, listen, man. Brothers gotta drop off, man. Like play the sound while y'all doing what y'all doing. Like that. Hey, listen, let's get that 1 Samuel chapter 25 and verse 14. Let's get that.
Khan, it's a book of 1 Samuel chapter 25 and verse 14. But one of the young men told Abigail, Nabal's wife, saying, behold, David sent messengers out of the wilderness to salute our master, and he railed on them.
Yo, what? Hold on. Sorry for read that again.
Kind. But one of the young men told Abigail, Nabal's wife, saying, behold, David sent messengers out of the wilderness to salute our master, and he railed on them.
All right, so do y'all know this story? This is the story that David and his men had met Nabal's men who were out there moving sheep, moving product, things of that nature, and he protected them. You know, and David went to Nabal and was asking, like, you know what I'm saying, to be fed, to be taken care of. And he like, nah, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't giving y'all nothing. Get out of here. I don't need y'all. Like, who were you, David? You hear what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, Nabal comes from the lineage of Caleb. So he comes from a famous family, a famous lineage. You know what I'm saying? You can find that in verse 3 in the same chapter. He's looking like David, like, who are you? I've been doing this. My great-great-grandfather has been this guy. You know what I'm saying? You know how you get proud.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But we're talking about the sister, we're
Abigail.
talking about the sister Abigail, who was Nabal's husband. Was she a righteous woman? Was she a wicked woman? What kind of woman was she? Let's keep reading.
God. But the men were very good unto us, and were not hurt, neither missed we anything, as long as we were conversant with them when we were in the fields.
So the men who were out there while David protected them was explaining what happened to Abigail. They took care of us, man. They was with us. We talked with them. We had a good conversation. They was chilling. We had no problems, man. Just imagine during those times how easy it would have been for David and his men to just kill all them and take all his stuff.
Time.
But nobody was there to report anything. Who was there to fight against them? David was a warrior, and all his men were warriors. They were battle tested for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? You know the songs. Saul has killed his thousands, but David his tens of thousands. This is what the people used to sing about this man. You want to talk? You want to rail against David? You a damn fool. You a damn fool. Let's keep going.
They were a wall unto us both by night and day. All the while we were with them, keeping the sheep.
Uh-huh.
Now, therefore, know and consider what thou wilt do, for evil is determined against our master and against all his household, for he is such a son of Belial.
Whoo! He's a son of worthlessness. He is worthless. That's what that means.
Good for nothing.
A son of Belial, a good for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
In Asia, like the kung fu, they call him a silk pants. I don't know if you ever heard of that. That means like he's just spoiled beyond measure. You know what I'm saying? He's good. He'll take your woman, he'll steal your stuff. Like these people were wicked as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
That a man cannot speak to him. Then Abigail made haste and took 200 loaves and 2 bottles of wine and 5 sheep, ready dressed, and 5 measures of parched corn, and 100 clusters of raisins, and 200 cakes of figs, and laid them on asses.
Let's keep this real, because the question is, was she righteous or was she wicked? Let's keep it real. Her husband had already said no.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband had already said no. Verse 10, it says, and Nabal answered David's servants and said, who is David? And who is the son of Jesse? There be many servants nowadays. That's funny. There be many people nowadays that's acting tough, that's gaining this name. There be many new rappers in the industry nowadays. All these new clowns out there. You know what I'm saying? Who are these people? He said there'll be many servants nowadays that break away every man from his master. That's what he's calling them, man. You done broke away from your master. You a servant. Don't come to me with that. That's like, he told him no.
Mm-hmm.
But then she's like, nah, let me go get y'all some dates and some wine and some sheep. She dressed the sheep. I mean, she shaved them and got them ready, prepared to eat. Let me take care of these people.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but she disregarded what her husband said.
Because David was about to come and destroy all of that.
We talking about wisdom. I say that this sister was wise. I say that this sister was wise. I would have liked to have seen her gone and talk to her husband and try to persuade him to tell you the truth. Because I think that that's just the order of things. But in this situation, she saved not only probably his life, but the life of their household because David was pissed. Let's keep reading.
And she said unto her servants, go on before me. Behold, I come after you. but she told not her husband the ball.
That's the problem. That's a problem I have with this sister. You talking about righteous and wickedness? I have a problem with that. Straight up. Go ahead.
And it was so, as she rode on the ass, and she came down by the cover of the hill, and behold, David and his men came down against her, and she met them.
Now
David has said, surely in vain have I kept all that this fellow hath in the wilderness, so that nothing was missed of all that pertained unto him, and he have requited me evil for good.
So, man, he like, man, I did this for no reason. And he's still trying to give me evil for what I did was a good thing. I'm really just asking for some food and provisions. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So, and more also, do Yahweh unto the enemies of David. If I leave.
Okay, go ahead. Like that God right there. Actually, Elohim or Elohim.
Elohim.
Yeah.
Unto the enemies of David. If I leave of all that pertain to him by the morning light, any that pisseth against the wall.
Yo, I'll be messed up if I kill any man that I see. Anybody that stands up and pisses against the wall. I'd be messed up if I did that, right?
Okay. And when Abigail saw David, she hasted and lighted off the ass and fell before David on her face and bowed herself to the ground and fell at his feet and said, upon me, my Lord, upon me, let this iniquity be, and let thine handmaid, I pray thee, speak in thine audience, and hear the words of thine handmaid.
Yo, the fact that this sister got on her knees and asked for help and let the iniquity that her husband had be on her, I can't front. That gives me like a true wife vibes, like a wife that's willing to do whatever for her husband because the intent is to save her husband. I would have loved to have seen her going to her husband up front earlier on, but her intent is to save her husband. Remember, we discussing, is she wicked? Is she righteous? Where does this woman stand in doing what she did?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Can we say in this aspect she's providing for her house?
I didn't hear you. Say that again.
I said, can we say in this aspect that she would be providing peace for her house?
I feel like she's becoming a helpmeet by coming and taking the iniquity on her. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make amends and trying to save her husband in her home. I feel like that's the job of a woman, to support her husband, to support the family in the home. I feel like the woman, man, is a pivotal role in the home and in the family.
Okay.
And this was a pivotal thing that she did. Like I said, I do have an issue with her not going to her husband first and foremost. But the fact of the matter is her whole goal was to save his life.
Mm-hmm. That's what it says in the next verse.
So Judah thinking about that, like, I don't know what to say. What you think, Judah, man?
Man, I'm over here answering emails. People are RSVPing for Passover, volunteering to do things. I'm over here answering emails.
This brother wicked. You see how this brother? What's up, Yaquad? What you think?
I'm waiting on y'all's email.
We're gonna move on after your opinion.
I'm kind of stuck on because she was trying to be righteous for what she did, but like you said, I feel like she went above her husband, head, went over him and did what she had to do. So I'm kind of stuck in between. I know what she did it for, but like you said, she should have consulted with her husband first about what needed to be done. Try to sway him in another direction, and I yield.
Yeah, a lot of times, some of our sisters don't know how to use that persuasiveness, and I'm just being for real. Sometimes y'all be like men want to hit the hammer and be straight up, and sometimes men ain't receptive to that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes y'all do have to use guile. Y'all have to be nice with your words. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And persuade your husband in the righteous way. Like, sir, you talk to me a certain way, you're not gonna get the response you think you're gonna get. That's straight up.
Right. The Bible even talks about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get that precept.
Why you do that, Salakia? And who's to say that even if she was trying to be right and come to her husband, he would have heard her?
Hey, that's the point. But the fact is, try.
Okay.
Give me 1 Peter 3 real quick. Let me find it in my Bible.
Chapter 3 and what?
We're probably gonna start. Let's start at the top.
Verse 1, yeah.
This is book of 1 Peter, chapter 3 and 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives.
Read it one more time.
Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives.
Read verse 2.
While they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear.
Chase
conversation.
There you go. So, it says that you're supposed to be in subjection to your own husband, right? That if they don't obey the word, they can be won over by your conversation, right? And that's a good response. A soft answer turn it the way we're at. Okay. So you think you're gonna win your husband over? See, the scripture said win him over. You want to make him change his mind. Those two different things. How is that two different things? I'm gonna tell you. You're trying to force him to change his mind. You know what I'm saying? By saying whatever you're gonna say, whatever it is that you try to force him to change his mind instead of winning him over. When you're winning somebody over, you have to persuade, give the pros and the cons, make them see why the idea that you're bringing is a better option than what they are currently bringing. You win your husband over. You don't make him do nothing. You don't force him to do nothing. You win him over about the conversation of wives. Like the sister said, a soft answer turns away wrath. You're not getting none out of me talking to me a certain way. It's not happening. It's not happening. But if you talk to me with some respect, I can think about that. You know what I'm saying?
We can start having a conversation and I can actually think clearly before I get mad or get upset. Then I might not think as clearly. Since the Kana says trying only works to righteous men, she knew he wasn't righteous. That might be true, but she might knew he wasn't righteous. What I mean is might be true. But trying does not only work with righteous men. You can try to reach a brother, whether he hears you or not, whether he follows the commandments or not. You trying is your attempt, is your earnest effort. That's what you're responsible for.
Watch this. In that same verse, it says that if any obey not the word, is he righteous?
Hey, you obey not the word.
He obeys not the word, but it said that you're supposed to be subject to your own husband. If they're unrighteous, if they obey not the word, they may be won by the conversation of still, it doesn't matter. If he's righteous or not, it don't matter. You still have a way that you're supposed to speak to your husband when it comes to you trying to win him over to do something. Because guess what? Sometimes we be clouded in our vision. We want to do different things and we like this. And then here you come with a better idea, but then you present it like, you got to do, I don't have to do nothing. And since you did that, I don't even want to listen no more. Should it always be that way? No. But let's just be real. This is the nature of a man. This is the Bible's even saying, even if they don't obey the word, even if they're unrighteous, you're still supposed to win them over with your conversation.
Yes. So, like, conversation seasoned with salt. You think that's just for us teaching our people and talking to people? That's for y'all too. These are lessons for our nation, not just for a man, but also for a woman.
Right. Hey, the sister said, suggest, not demand. It's not your place. It's the point. That's the point. You know what I'm saying? I say this all the time, right? I say this all the time. You treat me like a nigga, you're going to get a response like a nigga.
Oof.
Excuse the wording, but that's just real. Because we have things called instincts, right? Animals ain't only people with instincts. Brothers got instincts too, right? If a brother comes, or if let's use an Edomite. We ain't gonna use our own brothers. If an Edomite comes and smacks one of us in the face, we're not gonna think about it. He just smacked me in my face. Ow, that hurt. I think I should defend myself. You're gonna instantly jump on him. Instantly. It's an instinct. You see what I'm saying? That's why our women can't act like men Our women cannot act like men, because when our women act like men, you know, we have to sit there and now think like, yo, this is my real. Like, I can't even act like this. Like, for. But when a man comes at us like this, it's an instinct to initially defend yourself right then. Right then. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to help us as well. You know what I'm saying? Them instincts come out. That warrior spirit comes out. But y'all not supposed to have that spirit towards your husbands anyway. So it shouldn't even be a time where your husband has to talk to himself like, yo, this my real, she tripping right now. You shouldn't even have to do that, because you're supposed to be in that feminine mindset. You know what I'm saying? So even when you're talking to your husband and you disagree, you know what I'm saying? So I yield.
Hey, the question is, was this sister righteous or wicked or somewhere in between? We talked about her disobedience or her not acknowledging or not going to her husband before she did what she did. But we also can talk about her, what she doing, what she did actually saved the whole household, man. All of them. He said, David said, everybody that pisses against the wall. When you see that, that means every man will die. That's what that's saying. So she actually saved that household over that. And the fact of the matter is, the Most High moved his spirit on that situation, killing the ball, killing him. We can get that. Let's go to let's drop down. We kind of got the idea of that, and we're gonna finish it off with this. Let's drop down to like verse 36.
Okay. Verse 36. And Abigail came. 38.
Oh, read down to 38.
Okay. And Abigail came to Nabal, and behold, he held a feast in his house, like the feast of a king. And Nabal's heart was merry within him, for he was very drunken. Wherefore she told him nothing, less or more, until the morning light. But it came to pass in the morning, when the wine was gone out of Nabal, and his wife had told him these things, that his heart died within him, and he became as a stone.
Yo, this sister was full of wisdom. She allowed him to drink, be merry, have a great old time before she said a word. And she approached him the next day. Who knows how he would have reacted during his drunken, you know what I'm saying, during that period of time. Mm-hmm. So that was, I look at that as being wisdom. Choosing the time to talk to your husbands about situations is very important. Choosing the time to talk to your wife about situations is very important.
God.
Don't come to me when I'm in the midst of telling you that I'm distraught about something else and you want to bring more and add more to it. It don't work. We need our princesses, you know what I'm saying? Our other halves, those y'all who are fundamental into the growth of our nation. We need y'all to help us to become better.
Hey, slacky out of wine, but in this, I'm like, he was low key in like celebration. He railed on David's men, and it was like nothing happened.
Yeah.
He like, let me drink and have a good meal. Everything's good. You know what I'm saying? I railed on them, and ain't nothing happened because I'm that guy. Like, no.
Keep reading.
Okay. And when David heard that Nabal was dead, he said, blessed be the Lord that have pleaded the cause of my reproach from the hand of Nabal, and have kept his servant from evil.
Because that was some evil he was going to do, going to go slaughter them for not giving him what he felt like he needed or he deserved or what he should have. That would have been evil. Because what did Nabal violate a commandment? Maybe loving your brother. Maybe that's the commandment he violated by not giving him food. I don't know. Is there any commandments that Nabal violated? Did he deserve death?
I had to think about it, but I remember something was showed to me about something as far as him going up against the Most High servant kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said something to me about that, and it was like he got all right to do what he gonna do because, you know, he is servant of the Most High.
Hey, that's a good point. That's a good point, man. You going against a servant of the Lord. Pride will lead you to destruction. Pride is the beginning of sin.
Kind.
He was a prideful sucker, man.
Kind.
And with that, man, we all get destroyed because of pride. Hey, man, I'm gonna yield on this part of the lesson. We're gonna do a part 2 another day. I hope everybody was edified what we talked about. I hope everybody understands what we're doing when we do this based on the true story. It's just to have a conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to push no doctrine. I want everybody to think about it. What it is that we're talking about? Think about what we're reading. Think about our sisters, our brothers, the situations that we've been through. How we can take a positive out of their situations and add to our lives. How we can make our homes better, our relationships better. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of things that we need to look at when looking into the past, man.
That's right. That's right. Hey, beautiful class. Excellent class by the brother. We are going to, like he said, we're going to do a part 2. You about to start seeing different brothers on the lesson. We want y'all to know all the brothers we got in AHOS. So you're going to start seeing different brothers, especially on Sabbath morning brew, coming up here reading for the brother Aharon, helping bring out the lessons and things of that nature. So be prepared to see some new faces. You see what I'm saying? Once again, Passover 2023. Go ahead and send them emails out. All right, go ahead and send them emails out. Let me hold on. Let me do it like this so people information ain't in the back. All right. But Passover 2023, make sure you get in the building. All right, make sure you get in the building. Send us an email, anointedhos@gmail.com. We've already got a few of them. All right, so you need to go ahead and do that. All right, send us those emails. Get in the building. We want to see y'all, man. We want to get to know y'all. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to just see y'all on the YouTube in the comments. We actually want to get to know y'all. You know what I'm saying? And take pictures with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Have a good time with y'all. So make sure y'all send us an email, anointedhos@gmail.com. I'm going to send you a link. With that link, you will, you know, tell us who you are, your name, all that good stuff like that, and how many people you're bringing with you. All right. We're going to get the cost of Passover out to you on the emails. All right. So as soon as you send an email, as soon as we finish getting that price together, we're going to send it to you, because Passover ain't free. You got to have the Seder meal. You got to have the feast. You know what I'm saying? We like to have extra amenities for y'all. We like to make it nice, but that costs money, and we're a new camp. You know what I'm saying? So we always need that, and we're going to show you with a good Passover where your money is going. All right. So definitely send us that email to RSVP. Once again, James said I'm having problems with RSVPing. Did you send an email, King? All right, send me an email right this second, and I will respond with the link. All right, send me an email right now.
Hey, James, that's my people. James, if you having any issues, you know you can always holler at me, man. Shoot me a message.
Matter of fact, yeah, send me an email, but I'll send the link to Aharon. Aharon can send it to you. You got his number, right?
Yeah, you can send it to him, but if it's still a problem, you know, we'll work it out.
Yeah, I'm sending you the link to your email right now.
All right, kind of.
So yeah, make sure y'all are sending those emails out. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you know, all the people donating. Sister Carla Taylor send us a donation. We appreciate you, sis. I just checked that email. I didn't know it was in that email. We appreciate that generous donation, sister. All right, for you know, it's gonna help us, you know, with the Passover, all the donations, all that good stuff like that. It's gonna help with the Passover. So we definitely appreciate it. All right, so hey man, we about to go ahead and go to camp. All right, y'all throw us some prayers for the brothers who are going on those highways and byways. All right, push the word of the Lord. All right, that they remain safe. All right, no enemies come upon us to harm us. You know what I'm saying? And you know, pray that the you know, the Lord sends the people to be edified. You see what I'm saying? So hey, I just sent you that email, King. So hey, he said he just sent the email. The brother James said he just sent the email. I ain't get it yet, but we're gonna make sure it get to you, because I got your information.
Hey, this guy right here, man. I got you. Don't worry about this guy. I got you.
Yeah. So hey man, we're gonna play a couple of new songs. Oh, we just got a donation. I think that's from the sister L Issachar. Just sent in a donation as well. We appreciate you, sis. We definitely appreciate you. All right. Come feast with us, man. If you're in the camp or you know us, like you actually know us, you still have to send an email. We didn't count you just because we know who you are. So every brother on the screen got to send an email. Everybody in the chat that's in the camp, whatever. Y'all still have to send emails so we can send you the link. If you're in the camp, we'll put the link in the chat so you can RSVP that way. All right. So, hey, man, we appreciate everybody for tuning in to another Sabbath morning brew. I'm your brother Judah.
Yo, I'm your brother Aaron.
And brother Boaz.
Brother Yaquab.
All right, we're the Anointed House of Saints, and we know that the Most High is going to let the saints take the kingdom by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. All right, we're going to play a couple of songs, and we're going to get up off this thing, all right? Shalom.
Shalom.
Oh, man.
AHOS.
This is a True King production.
It's monologue in the being at home. Why? Sheesh. It's all praises to the Most High. You counted me out and then watch me blow by. My faith is one of baby's kids, cause they just won't die. Sheesh. It's all praises to the Most High. It's all praises to the Most High. You counted me out and then watch me blow by. My faith is one of baby's kids, cause they just won't die. It's all praises to the Most High. I ain't the one that you can rule off, and I ain't talking reindeer, cause I've been on a mission, and this is my Hall of Fame year. Yeah, you thought your folk were done, but boy, I came back stronger. Since I never would've made it, marvels that high longer. I did, that's no lid, I'm all gas and no mid. Been so contrite to get it right for all the wrong I did, and I'm still gonna shine the light even when I'm off grid. Acting like y'all done forgot about all them songs I slid on. I'm man to man, I'm in my zone. You can meet me across the road, I'm talking bone. But I doubt it, cause I'm out it, bro, I'm so long gone. Got to call up Jeremiah about my fiery bones. Ain't a spitter with a flow that can distinguish. I mean this, I'm team this. You're dirty, like I said, I ain't the cleanest. Woo, I got to go, I'm on my Bruce Leroy. It's all praises to the Most High, how you bless it's your all boy. Praises to the Most High, you counted me out and then watch me blow by. My faith is one of baby's kids, cause they just won't die. It's all praises to the Most High. It's all praises to the Most High. You counted me out and then watch me blow by. My faith is one of baby's kids, cause they just won't die. It's all praises to the Most High. Y'all really think that y'all can stop the promises of Jacob? We counted as a sheep, but we was sleep, see how we wake up. So confident in Yahweh, my ego got an ego. He keep watch on the sparrow, so he snoopy about his beagle. Let that ring, not talking Smeagol. Yahweh shot me amigo. Big Judah, let's raise the gag, nor the kingdom, lift Casamigos. Sheesh, we got the sauce, yeah, we be dripping, my dear. We gotta put out caution signs, cause folk be slipping round here. All praises to the Most High, could've chose not us. We could've been terror wheat until we all combust. Still it's bump America, but it's in God I trust. We not declare that we the Jews, and boy, they swear we cuss. They thought they can wipe us out before we wake up and take up our true inheritance when y'all will massacre like makeup. Cause the tail gon' be head, we was last now first. We gon' lean to the end, cause the end reverse. To the Most High, you counted me out and then watch me blow by. My faith is one of baby's kids, cause they just won't die. It's all praises to the Most High. It's all praises to the Most High. You counted me out and then watch me blow by. My faith is one of baby's kids, cause it just won't die. It's all praises to the Most High. We the real Jews that the Bible talk about, homeboy. We the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Hey, man, these folks stole your identity, my boy. Nigga, they hate you. Nigga, they rape, rob, and murder everywhere they went, bro. They ain't messing with your phone, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, man, it's all praises to the Most High, my boy. Hey, he loved us.
please be careful, it's on the floor. It's 12 love when you check the score. I got the precepts and trained to go. So what's up? Big mouth, big talk, big games. Ain't none of sin like Novocaine. Not double-minded, I'm quoting James. Kwame Yasharala, bro, we ain't playing this by Shim, and that's in the name. Yahweh Shai, restore us back to the Father, brothers, I claim the fame. This fourth tribe, I throw it up. Big Judah home and we blowing up. We at the end, let's throw it up. We speaking, I ain't no slowing up. And all the other nations gon' bow down and serve the master. Get used to hearing these names because we is gon' be your pastor. It's Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Simeon, Manasseh, Zebulun, Gad, and Reuben, Issachar, Naphtali, Asher. Yeah, all of them my brothers, and for any of them right on. Yeah, we the 12 tribes, but I rep that south side. We from that south side, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. We from that north side, represent the 9 tribes. We from that south side, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. We from that north side, represent the 9 tribes. We from that south side, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. We from that north side, represent the 9 tribes. We from that south side, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. We from that north side, represent the 9 tribes.
North side, 9 tribes, the 5th month, so I'm back. It's core, I'm an Akadonki and Yasharala the family. Read the Bible, understood it, oh now the cracker can't stand me. Only when we vex each other is it safe for stuttering Stanley. I'm all about the brotherhood from block to block and hood to hood. Reaching out to Israel to teach to think not evil good. How shall a young man cleanse his wife? Living water, words of life. Walk the path for the just to you. How was shy in this perfect life? True power to change and no denying when it hits you. Keep the law and you'll get the understanding of scripture. Simple and plain, because it's plain upon the tables. They've inherited lies, the most dangerous of fables. Now it's 2 sticks, 1 God. You know we know Shema. Salvation is nigh. Stand by the standby.
We from that south side, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. We from that north side, represent the 9 tribes. We from that south side, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. We from that north side, represent the 9 tribes. We from that south side, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. We from that north side, represent the 9 tribes. We from that south side, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. We from that north side, represent the 9 tribes. Ain't no half stepping, we God repping. We soldiers on the battlefield. Oh, what a blessing! And in Yahweh El Shaddai, we will be resting. And if I am a casualty, oh, what a blessing! Quit stressing, ain't no half stepping. We God repping. We soldiers on the battlefield. Oh, what a blessing! And in Yahweh El Shaddai, we will be resting. And if I am a casualty, oh, what a blessing! Quit stressing. We from that south side, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. We from that north side, represent the 9 tribes. We from that south side, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. We from that north side, represent the 9 tribes. We from that south side, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. We from that north side, represent the 9 tribes. We from that south side, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. We from that north side, represent the 9 tribes.
This is not a test.
Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin,